About 25 miles southwest of Champaign lies the small town of Monticello. Although this town is only home to about 5,000 people, the city boasts a variety of shops and attractions that are very unique to the state of Illinois. But before I expand on its attractions, let's take a quick look at the history of this Midwestern town. Monticello was founded by James A. Piatt, Major James McReynolds, and William Barnes in 1837. McReynolds named the town after Thomas Jefferson's estate in Virginia because of his admiration for Jefferson. For most of the 1800s, Monticello was an agricultural town, greatly benefiting from the expansion of railroads in the 1860s. In 1885, Dr. W. B. Caldwell arrived in Monticello and later founded the Pepsin Syrup Company. This company was responsible for bringing a vast amount of wealth into the town, and in the early 1900s, Monticello was one of the richest counties in America. Some of the homes of the millionaires that lived there still stand in Monticello today. Monticello is also known for its connection to Abraham Lincoln. Honest Abe actually practiced law in Piatt County, where Monticello is located. Stephen Douglas and Abraham Lincoln actually planned debates in Monticello for the 1858 U.S. Senate election. Monticello's courthouse, which was renovated in 2005, still stands in its original location, in the heart of downtown Monticello. The building was recently added to the National Historic Register. Now that you know a little bit more about Monticello's background, let's take a look at what makes Monticello so special today. First and foremost, there's Allerton Park, named one of the 7 wonders of Illinois by the Illinois Bureau of Tourism. The park is made up of over 100 outdoor sculptures, 14 miles of hiking trails, and a century-old Georgia-style mansion that was the home of the original owner of the land, Robert Allerton. The park is the #1 reason why people choose to visit Monticello. However, Allerton Park isn't the only thing Monticello has to offer to tourists. Downtown Monticello has plenty to offer to its visitors. Just outside the downtown square, you'll find the Steeple Gallery. Today, this historic church is a coffee house and a custom framing shop. This building is so unique because the minister that wanted to build the church was good friends with our very own Robert Allerton. Allerton donated the bricks that were used to build this cute steeple church. The coffee house has been open for the last 3 years and is a favorite of many locals. The majority of the coffee and the chocolate are fair trade organic, which makes this coffee house very unique. If you're feeling hungry, you may want to grab a meal at Filippo's Pizza and Pasta. The restaurant has been in its same location since 1970 and offers homemade authentic Italian food. The owner, Anthony, was actually kind enough to take some time out of his day and tell us a little bit about his eatery.
Why should people come to Filippo?
Oh, why should? We have been here since 1970. We are pretty much the original place left here in town. We make everything homemade. We use the best ingredients. We are authentic Italian.
What's your favorite thing on the menu?
I'm gonna have to say a lot of things. Lasagna, pizza, spaghetti. Our spaghetti sauce or pasta sauce is very good. We make that every morning fresh. Or lasagna, I'm just making it right now.
From Filippo's, it's just a 2-minute walk up Main Street, and you'll find yourself in the middle of Monticello's downtown square. The square is lined with different restaurants and specialty shops. One particular place we're stopping in at is the Zemer Gallery. The gallery displays artwork by Larry Zemer, a Monticello native. Zemer specializes in watercolor painting and acrylic on canvas. Hundreds of these types of pieces and others fill the gallery space. If you find yourself feeling a little thirsty after the gallery, take a quick stroll around the downtown square until you find the East End Tavern, the Main Street Pub, the Corner Tavern, or the Three Ravens. These neighborhood pubs have all your favorite brews and provide you with a chance to get to know the people of Monticello a little bit better. One of Monticello's coolest attributes is that it's a part of the Looking for Lincoln story trail. The Looking for Lincoln Heritage Coalition has put together a trail of places where Abraham traveled and lived in Illinois. 3 of the stops on the trail can be found in Monticello, and one of them is in the downtown area. The marker stands across the street from the original site of the Pembroke Hotel, where Lincoln lodged during the time that he traversed the 8th Judicial Circuit. A Dairy Queen now stands in place of the hotel. Since its opening in 2002, Prairie Fireglass has been owned and operated by glass artist Jim Downey and has delighted visitors with the mesmerizing art of traditional glass blowing. Featuring a gallery in the front of the store and a working studio in the back, you can peruse original art glass creations while you're enjoying live glass blowing demonstrations. Group tours and scheduled demonstrations are available upon scheduling, and classes are even offered to further your own skills in ornaments or introduction to hot glass blowing. If you continue down Main Street past the Dairy Queen, out of the blue appears Out of the Blue, Polish Pottery and Gifts. The store, despite its quaint atmosphere, has a huge collection of hand-painted Polish pottery items. Its most popular seller is its kitchenware. The historic Monticello Railway Museum has plenty of exciting events throughout the year that are great for families. If you have some extra time on your trip, consider chugging along to the museum. Get your kids in the holiday spirit and visit the museum in October to experience the Ghost Train, or head over during December to take the kids on the ride of their lifetime to the North Pole on the Polar Express train. If you happen to be visiting Monticello when there's not an event going on, there's still plenty to see at the museum. Get a tour through the antique boxcar trains and experience a little of what it was like to ride through the country many years ago. All of the volunteers that run the museum have a wealth of information that they are just waiting to share with other train fanatics. The Monticello Railway Museum also hosts an event called Railroad Days in mid-September, where participants can ride the vintage passenger trains and had the opportunity last year to see the world's newest operating steam locomotive, the Leviathan. The Railway Museum has its own Facebook page that posts updates about events and changes at the museum daily. Another attribute of Monticello that sets it apart from other towns in the area is Millionaire's Row. Millionaire's Row is an ancient landmark in Monticello and includes some of the most beautiful and luxurious homes in the area. As we go through a few of them, notice the intricate details of the homes. First, there's 412 North State Street. The Queen Anne with neoclassic influences includes a roof, flared gables, and conical tower. Notice the variety of window sizes and groupings. Detailing is neoclassic with Doric porch columns. Next, there's 802 North Charter Street. The Italian neoclassic was originally designed as a square Italian with a hip roof. The wings and porches were added for symmetry, giving the home a neoclassical look. A two-level portico supports the pediment, colonial detailing, and railings. Next, there's 1004 North State Street. The Elizabethan with Prairie School influences has a variety of window types, an eclectic mix of brick, stone, wood, and stucco. There are also flared brick porch piers with stair walls and urns that are prairie style with geometric motifs. Moving on, there's 1001 North State Street. The English Tudor is a rambling manor that includes gables. The 24-room mansion with ornately sculpted ceilings and imported Italian marble fireplaces was built in 1924. Shared formal flower gardens, maze gardens, a reflecting pool, fountains, a 2,000-square-foot greenhouse, a carriage house, and a golf course make this home one of the most extravagant on the street. Then there's 810 North State Street. This Neo-Georgian center section is flanked by two massive wings. The entry has a half-round transom and classical wood surrounding large chimneys and pillars in front. It also has an elegant sweeping staircase, detailed chandeliers, and intricate cornice work. Next, there's 719 North State Street. The Queen Anne with neoclassic details is strong, simple, and has a variety of window styles. The large porch consists of massive brick piers and turned balusters. The original bath fixtures remain, with some heart-shaped lavatories and large tubs. The original central vac system and ice store on Wilson Street are still operable. There is also a ballroom in the basement level. Down the street, you'll find 712 North State Street. This is another English Tudor with a brick base this time. There's massive timber that is used to support the porches and the sun porches. It has 7 bedrooms, 2 being master bedrooms that are attached with sleeping porches. There are also 5 fireplaces, which keep the home very warm. The basement also has oak paneling and hardwood floors. Finally, there's 620 North State Street. This is a simple neoclassical home with Queen Anne influences and many of the same characteristics of the Queen Annes mentioned previously. If you wish to learn more about Monticello and what it has to offer tourists, you can always visit the town's tourism website at monticellotourism.org, or you can visit the Monticello Chamber of Commerce building located at 200 East Railroad Street. In the office, you'll find Sue Gortner, who will be more than willing to answer any questions that you have about Monticello.